Hey guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Leaks and Theories. Today we've got quite a bit to go to, including a faked leaked Mega Pokemon that was in the subject of my last video, which has been confirmed to be fake, which we will be getting into. I did say it was fake, I want that on record. But also we have got some information on why Pokémon Legends Z-A is coming out so late. So hopefully we should have a good one today. I've been doing YouTube for a while now and I'm very happy with where I am. But I do want more, and I want 5,000 subscribers, more specifically by the end of the year. Any help to get that will be greatly appreciated. Mainly you can subscribe. This would really help bump that number up. But the best thing you could do as well is also like the video. This will push the video out to more people, getting more people subscribing, and that would be fantastic. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy the video. Okay, kicking off, we've got a brand new company that Pokemon have released, kind of. So the Pokemon Company will be releasing Pokeology, a new book, sorry, not company, explains Pokemon from an oncology and ethology perspective. The book will have new artwork as well, and it releases June 18th in Japan. I think this is really cool, and a lot of the comments here also do agree, saying this is very sick. New slash more lore is always better. You've attracted the attention of the Pokemon Hunter fandom. This is going to be hype. Oh my god, I need this. And hopefully this explains why we got regional fakes and convergent. Imagine new Mega Evolution forms get shown here. Like this is being well received, and I'd buy it. I think it'd definitely be some cool little reading to go with what could happen with Pokemon. Maybe has, like I said, some questions that maybe haven't been answered before. So in response to, would I buy this? Depending on the price, if it's like a reasonable price, I would definitely buy it. Maybe even go through it for a video, maybe a short, who knows. But that should be quite cool. Before we do carry on, I've got a trivia question for you all. Bit of fun. So if you do know the answer, let me know in the comments below. The correct answer will get a heart for myself. But there is one Pokemon in the Pokemon Kingdom that can actually devolve. What Pokemon is that? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, we're moving on over to someone called Amashinu, who I've never actually reported on this channel before because they do a lot of story leaks, which, like I said, I'm staying far away from. But their source has come from Ball Guy, who has a separate Discord, which I'm tempted to join. Don't really know how. But they have said that the reason why that Pokemon Legends Z-A has kind of been delayed so much and kind of been coming out so late is because of the Nintendo Switch 2 version. But obviously that's going to be a case of them trying to bump up the graphics, and hopefully that means that the game is going to look fantastic. But they have got a few details about the story, which isn't necessarily something that's a major leak. It's probably something you want to hear. The story is apparently very good, that they say. It's a bit darker than Legends Arceus. And I didn't think Legends Arceus itself was too dark. It was, you know, I want to conquer the world, typical sort of Pokemon stuff, but also included obviously one of the best battles we've ever had. And I think the fact that there is actually going to be a story, as stupid as it sounds, there's a story in the game that's going to be dark, kind of means it's not just going to be about the progression of the battles. So that's really cool. And if the story's good, and we're going to be having good graphics, hopefully as well, then this should be a killer Pokemon game. This should be fantastic. And like I said, it's going to have to be fantastic if it is going to justify a potential £75, £70 price tag, which is looking my probable guess on how much the game is going to cost, if I'm honest with yourself. But I'm definitely hyped, and if we're getting leaks saying that the story's great, because we had leaks like this in Scarlet and Violet, and that story, as much as I don't like the game, was very good. Obviously we had issues with the graphics, and I didn't like certain aspects, including Team Star, but we don't worry about that now. I've got hope. I've got hope, that's the main thing. Let me know, do you have hope as well? So yeah, who remembers this leak from the last episode? I brought up saying that this has been leaked as a Pokemon Mega Evolution for Radigator that has been leaked, and I did say in that I believe it's a fake, but it has been confirmed to be a fake. Can't be asked to spell his name. But have you seen my Mega Radigator leak floating around the internet lately? This is not actually a real leak, but a concept by him. Didn't expect it to gain as much traction as it did. And Soul Silver Arts has had their opinion on this now, saying it's confirmed. Do you realize what this is? This shows the true state of the leaked info in the community and who to trust and not to trust. Many accounts were outright confirming this, and no leakers would debunk it. This is mainly a shot at the likes of Sencho Leaks, I think, the main one, especially because obviously, like, he's meant to be like this big person who, he's not a leaker himself. He's more of like a kind of like a news channel, sense what I am. But he has kind of been like, oh, you know, this is real. Like, obviously, he's just said, like, Mega Radigator here. They didn't say it's a concept art, but obviously he's been check noted now, which is fantastic. But sorry, he did obviously say this, saying Mega Feraligatr was fake. He tagged the person saying the one behind it. We did ask our source who has seen the game to confirm when we originally posted it, which they did, but it was only until later that they did notice some inconsistencies, mainly with the eyes. The fake render is surprisingly close to the real thing, and he got us. And he says also, don't be too excited. As we said, the render is surprisingly close to the real thing, which is really quite funny, and it's quite a cool little thing for the guy who made it, quite frankly. But obviously, like I said, it has got a lot of people, and someone like Light, for example, has been hit with some controversy due to this, and he has tweeted out basically saying, sorry, like, apologies for the Mega Feraligatr leak. Probably Centro and me have the same source, so that's why there's a misunderstanding. Anyway, final design will look in this way. Also, he basically says, obviously, he's had a lot of hate, so he will be permanently blocking anyone who's hates, because he's only human at the end of the day, which is fine. And he's come out and he's apologized for it, so credit to him. But ultimately, at the end of the day, he got it wrong. But he's human. We all get it wrong. And I even spoke about it in the last video. I saw a picture with a tag or like an @ symbol. So that kind of threw me in the sense of, whoa, hold up, this probably isn't real. So I got quite lucky in a sense that I saw that. Otherwise, that would have got me just as much as it got them. Okay, we're going to be sticking with Central Leaks now. This has come from the Ball Guy Discord as well. And he says, anyway, to say sorry for the recent mistake for Feraligatr, here's a new leak. In Pokémon Legends Z-A, you will get missions to battle rogue Mega Pokemon as part of the story. And that's not all, sorry, Mega Alpha Pokemon are also back. It's not a major story kind of leak in a sense. Obviously, you know, rogue Mega Pokemon, it was a kind of a part of the Pokémon Legends Arceus, so there's no real shock value in the fact that these are coming back. But I guess, you know, I apologize. But it's quite cool. I think it's quite a cool little story, and I don't mind reporting something like this because, quite frankly, it's probably something that was a little bit expected. But ultimately, I think it's quite a cool little thing, and I want to see them maybe potentially destroy the city for them to rebuild the city. I think it's not the worst. Oh, sorry, it's not the worst thing that could be done. And like I said, I think the main issue at the moment is he needs to credit his sources. So Centro Leaks, if you're watching this, I don't know why you would be. Credit your sources, man. Like obviously, this has come from the Ball Guy Discord, as far as I can tell. They even got comments in here saying someone else has leaked this too, and you know who I guess many people didn't know. So okay, but that is the end of the video. So have a nice day and goodbye and subscribe.